Hello, hello. It's Tori going live with Marcia O.
Hello there, everybody.
Is Terry here? He says he's here.
He says he's here.
I can't hide myself in sitting with this gray shirt on. It shows.
Well, not only that, I like your sexy black gloves.
Hey, they help my hands. I'm
Whatever
thinking of
works,
the.
honey.
I'm thinking she said that they didn't want the stitching to show much, so I'm thinking the black is the winner.
Yes, the other's too reddish. It shows up at least on the camera reddish. The black
Hi,
is.
hi, Flutter. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Flutter. Hi,
So yeah,
Diana.
the black is going to be the one because of the deepness of this.
Right, the darkness of the leather. Yep, the
Okay.
deep brown. Out of here. Talk about needy puppies. Driving me insane.
Oops, that's not the one I wanted. Unstitch this.
Rice, making orange chicken and rice for dinner. Ooh, Diana.
Ooh, fancy pants.
Yeah, getting bougie with her food now.
Fancy pants.
Oh.
I have no clue what the child is fixing.
Whatever it is, you'll eat it, huh?
Pretty much. Of course, they get me my Greek yogurt. I won't be eating much because I'm not hungry. But we ate a late lunch because I ran off to the doctor's office without eating. So we wound up eating after I got out. So
Oh,
much later than I would normally eat a lunch.
yeah.
But Lily and I both ran out of here without food.
Not cool.
No. Hi, Elizabeth.
Oh, there's Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
Now that I'm home, not exactly my best plan of action was dealing with everything, but
Hey, you got it started. I apologize ahead of time, ladies and gent. Um, my dogs today are going, or my daughter's dogs, because I'm not claiming them today, are a little crazy. Enough. Enough.
that's funny.
I swear, if the wind blows, they bark.
That's funny though.
Yeah, today I'm not claiming them.
I'm not claiming them damn dogs today.
No. Oh, they've been driving me a little bit. Uh, it's a little nutso schizo day with them. I think it's partially the weather because we've got, like I was telling Tori, we've got that kind of rain that it's supposedly raining, but it's really not enough to call rain. It's just enough to lightly wet everything, but nothing to soak in. Yeah. So it's that kind of a rainy day.
Just another man. Oh no, rainy Thursday.
Yeah,
Manic
right.
Monday won't work. It's not a manic Monday.
No. No, I have those too. Yeah, it's not even, Diana, I wouldn't even call it a drizzle. I mean, it's so,
Misty.
It's like the mist gets caught together and comes into a drop here and there. Like I was outside with the dogs, and I think I had 5 drops hit me. And of
Because
course, one twinkle toe dog can't stand. Yeah, a wannabe drizzle. Yeah, the one of the dogs that can't stand wet grass. She thinks she's acting. She wouldn't even go potty. The other one doesn't care. She went potty. But twinkle toes wouldn't even go out in the grass. Oh, she drives me crazy.
but yeah, that trek to that doctor today that's a trip.
Yeah,
Hour and a half, you 3 hours is road time.
yeah. Hour and a half up and an hour and a half back. That's a yeah. And the stress is this going to work? Is this are they going to help? Does
So yeah,
anybody I'm losing audio for some reason.
we have audio.
Okay. Hmm. I think it's my weather.
Uh, that could be it.
Yeah. We got a lot of rain in the morning. Ooh, nice, Elizabeth. Did you want it?
Uh, so now that I'm home, now I've got to look at this flat cap. I need to look at a picture. Yes, I've sewn it, but yes, I need to look at the picture. And let me see what seams show when they're folded.
Hi, Dottie.
So on these,
How you feeling, Flut Flut?
this edge
Gonna
shows.
put muzzles on the dog. I don't even have them.
Marsha
Velcro,
being
maybe.
so mean to them poor barking babies. I'm joking.
Get in there.
After last night, the one running off and sneaking around, so Marsha couldn't find her.
Yeah. Come on, Blue. Get in the room. Get in there. Cookie, get in there. Get in there, both of you.
So that edge shows.
I just closed them in their room. I can't stand it. Hi, hi, Dottie. I'm so glad you joined us.
Hi, Dottie. It's like, I can't stand you girls today. Go to bed. Go to your
Yeah,
room.
right. Yeah.
So none of these edges
Show.
wind up showing in the final product. They're all on the inside on this piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to do anything with this one piece. This one piece, this will be on the inside. So I'm gonna be putting something over it. So I'm not worried about that one. Hey, get back here. It just took a header off my where I put it. Stay.
On the up instead of down. Fantastic, Flutter. But you're still not driving yet. Well, hey.
You gotta
Baby
do what you gotta
steps.
do.
Yeah, baby steps, honey. Baby steps. Thank God for Instacart.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, yes. The Walmart delivery service gives me what between Walmart and Amazon when
Yep.
I'm not feeling good and there's no shopping happening. Yeah,
Yep.
this edge will show. And so what I'm gonna do is I finished this edge.
Mm-hmm. That
This is
looks nice.
3 layers of the stuff glued together. I just buffed this one because this is what goes on the inside of the hat.
Inside. Yeah.
So it'll go up against the head.
I was outside. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, this sits up on the head like this. It's neat having a head to work with. Having the right size head to work with is always nice. And this is for MZ's son, Zach. And Dottie, I don't remember if I said hello, but hello. And so what I want to do is these edges, I want to make them look really pretty too, because right now it's just that cut edge of the leather. And while that's not terrible,
No, because that's nice looking leather.
yeah, this is a nice leather. I want to make that have a little bit of a,
You don't want it screaming it's light, though.
no, because it's going to be on top of another piece. And that's what it would look like up against that other piece. Whereas if I finish the edge, it'll be more like this.
Oh, that'll, yeah.
And that kind of
You won't,
hides it.
yeah, you won't even see it. I went outside. My allergies are kicking in.
So sit with me and experience the art of using toconol.
What is that?
Toconol burnishing gum.
Mm.
It is a white liquid. Nothing too fancy. I found a piece of paper in there. Sometimes paper gets stuck in these holes and I gotta pick it out. It's no big deal. It's easy to do. And I use my thingamabobber that was just up here that I cannot find now. You know, that fancy, I use such technical terms for things.
Yeah.
There it
That
is.
whatchamacallit?
This thing.
Yeah.
It's for burnishing. So basically, you put some of this on your finger and you rub it on that seam, trying to keep it just on the edge.
Tori, can you hear the dogs?
I can hear them a little bit.
Oh, good.
I can hear that you have dogs in your neighborhood. The one outside the house here sounds louder than that.
Well, for you, yeah. I just don't want them to be drowning out the whole world here because they are barking in their room because they don't want to be in there.
You locked me in my room. What did I do wrong?
Barked.
Grandma?
They'll give up because they'll
Does he know
realize
to
I'm
hear
not coming.
me?
Yeah.
I promised to be a good girl.
Yeah, right. That promise with Cookie lasts about 2 seconds.
Until the wind blows.
Yeah, till the wind blows. Yep. That's about the size of it for her.
Once the wind blows or the frog farts, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They would have so much fun in my yard.
Oh, they have fun in mine because I got those bad news Florida toads that are actually make dogs sick and even kill them.
Oh, the ones that'll make them foam at the mouth and crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got those in my area. Yeah.
So, one of these at a time.
Uh, Flutter, if I could run out and get 'em for you, honey, and get 'em to you, I'd do that. She wants pixie sticks, and she can't find 'em anywhere, and she's craving a pixie stick.
I bet I can find them on Amazon.
Yeah.
I bet I can have them to you tomorrow
Well,
or
if
the
they can
next.
get 'em, yeah, and probably the next day. Depends on how close she is to a major hub. Yeah, or Walmart. Yeah. But Walmart, in order, if you don't belong to them for, I think it's $75 a year, it's the shipping's crazy. I just make sure I buy over $50 worth of stuff to get free shipping.
Even with the membership, I think you have to. There's a minimum.
Oh, okay. But I think it's 35, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 50 if you don't have a membership. I just make sure it's over 50 if I have to throw in a couple bars of soap or whatever.
I got I got the membership during COVID because of they were a lifesaver.
Hmm.
And one of the
Instacart.
it was a benefit for more than just me. It was a convenience for me, but you had people that normally worked in the service industry that in businesses that shut down.
Yeah, and they were doing deliveries,
Yep.
Ubers and Instacart and delivering meals and all this when they allowed restaurants to for takeout only. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I talked to some of the people at a distance, but I talked to them all the same. And that's basically what they were doing was taking up Amazon deliveries because here they have it where anyone can drive their own car and deliver Amazon packages provided they pass the background check.
Oh, they don't have that here that I know of. Of course, I've got a hub here.
Well, we have a hub too, but that in Atlanta, I don't. It doesn't matter. They had so many people using home delivery. They opened it up almost like a Uber Eats or something like that, where they could pull
Mm.
in extra drivers. So there were
Oh, okay.
drivers that was doing Amazon deliveries and Uber Eats and Grubhub,
Oh,
and between the
hmm.
three of them, they could make ends meet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put these two together and see if you can see the difference in them.
Oh, yeah.
This one is so much smoother.
Yeah, and it's darker looking. Yeah. It doesn't scream
And then to finish it off, I can go in with some
a
brown paint
little. Yeah.
just on that edge.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, the delivery here is actually really good. Um, During COVID, we gave specific instructions on where to put our stuff, and they still came up and rang the doorbell to let us know they were here,
Yeah, they hit the doorbell and leave it on the stoop.
and then left the stuff for me.
Yep.
Um, I've gotten messages between to verify stuff and
Yep.
not had a problem with it here.
I've never had a problem with Walmart delivery. They've always done beautiful. As a matter of fact, I had cases of stuff delivered and during COVID of drinks, bottles and stuff, and they put two cases in the carton. Hello, I'm 70 something years old. I can't lift that. The guy at least set it inside the house enough that I could close the door. I opened the door, stepped back. He set it inside the house that I could close the door. I said, thank you. And he took off. He said, you're welcome. And he took off. Everybody's wearing a mask, of course. And they were very, very nice. I never had a problem with my Walmart guys. I don't have any. The only problem I have is U.S. Post Office.
Yeah, when one of the ladies came to deliver, she's like, "It's gonna take me a quick minute. I can't carry a lot." She was pregnant,
Well, yeah,
and I said, how about my grandson come help you? And she just kind of looks at me. I said, "Take a step back," and I sent him out there. He threw his mask on, ran on out there. She pointed to which bags were ours, and he was grabbing them up. And she's like, "You don't have to do that. We're supposed to." And I'm like, "It ain't bothering me none, hon." I said, you look like you could wouldn't the little hands wouldn't hurt you any." And she says,
Yeah.
"No." And she rubs her belly. She goes, "But I'm gonna have some hands to help me. I hope these hands come out to be as kind as the ones that are helping me right now." Come out Topher helping her.
Yeah.
And she said, she couldn't work her regular job anymore because they
Yeah.
closed the business during
Yep.
COVID. And she's, pregnant and has a child to feed. It's like, got to take care of help take care of the family to the best of my ability, and I can't do that without money.
Yep. Yep.
And so here we are doing.
Diana, you're gonna have to do something about the Boots is going driving her crazy. She keeps trying to take the kittens behind the washing machine. Grrr. Diana's going nuts.
Now you can see those two.
Oh yeah, much much nicer.
And my husband's waiting for a grocery list from me, but my grandson was supposed to bring me the grocery list off the fridge so I could finish it off.
He didn't do it
So,
yet.
yeah, my husband just did.
Oh, that was nice. That's because he wants to get going. Hi, Cecilia.
Jeff, you can say hello to the chat.
Hello to the chat.
Hi, Jeff.
That's Marcia.
Marcia, 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 Marcia.
He's
Oh,
never heard that before.
No,
no, never.
never. Some of us are old enough to remember that.
Some of us are too old to remember that. Today I am feeling every bit of my age.
I'm just going to get me some Greek yogurt and some cottage cheese. Hi, Cecilia.
Oh, if you want a recommendation on the best cottage cheese to get, Daisy, if you got it. If
I
they
don't
got
think
it.
that.
Daisy cottage cheese is the best
Oh,
one. It's the least processed.
huh. Greek yogurt. Give me that. What is it? Chahoba, whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it.
Chobani?
That one. The CH one. Yes.
Okay.
Because that's supposed to be the better Greek yogurt.
Chobani.
I need the Greek yogurt because of the strength of my
Okay.
antibiotics. I don't want to get a yeast infection. And so it was recommended to eat that. So I'm going to eat that because I don't want a yeast infection. Okay, now you want money.
Oh, who doesn't?
Who
Everybody
doesn't?
who wants money, hit the thumbs up.
Who does not want money? Hit the thumbs up and send it to me.
Yeah, right.
I will gladly take your money off your hands.
Yeah. Got lots of places I could do it.
It's what happens when you use a specific account for grocerying.
Yeah, you have to keep replenishing it. It's terrible when you think you got enough to last 2 weeks in there, and it's 1 week and it's gone.
Where did I get paid? Because for some reason I was thinking this.
Elizabeth, you'll take some money too? Yeah, I don't know any of us who won't take some money.
There you go.
I don't want anything right now. I'm trying to see when I got paid. I got paid on the 5th. That was last week. I got another week before I get paid again. Poopy cocks.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
I got excited thinking I was going to get paid this week. Looking at what money was in the bank still. But I get paid 3 times next month.
Oh, aren't those nice? I remember those months that you got the 2 months a year. You got 3 paychecks.
I just got this. Thanks. Thanks. Or not like that, but I got a thanks.
From Tori to joint. Yeah, we use a specific account for grocerying. That way we can keep track.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the hours account. His, mine, and ours.
Yeah. Mhm.
It works for us. It's what happens when you get two people together that have lived independent lives,
Yep.
and then you come together, and this is what works for us.
Yeah. My Diana says my son texts Mom, "You have $40 I can get?" Dot dot dot. I was like, "No." Dot dot. So then he calls, "Mom, do you have at least $10?" I was like, "F Matthew, if we had to come up with 12 thou," he says, and then he says, "For what?" So I told him, and he was like, "Never mind."
All of a sudden,
Yeah,
what he needed that $10 for wasn't very relevant.
yeah. I went ahead and sent him the 10, but with a no more.
Here's your 10. You owe me 20 by next Friday.
Yeah, I don't hold my breath. Oh, he needed it for gas. Yeah, I've had that.
That's different. But
Mom,
now,
can you loan me 20? I'll give it to you as soon as I get paid, which is supposed to be tomorrow, but I need gas to get to work today. Yeah.
let's see if I can lay this out where you can see the difference. So you can see that side.
He has a job. Well, he better start budgeting or cutting some back someplace. That's what I keep telling my son. You have a job, you got to cut back someplace, buddy.
So now you can see the difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It just
Looks
gives it a
better. Finished look.
this gives it a finished look.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes it blend in with the actual rest of the color, the top leather,
Yeah.
better.
It doesn't scream that it's
So
an edge.
when I stitch the edges together and you're looking at it like this, that's a lot different than looking at it like that.
Yeah.
So that edge is done. They're not hard to do. And you can do them to different degrees. I could take to sanding this and doing it again and keep doing that with like a 2000 grit,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a steel wool. And which I might wind up doing later tonight when I'm watching Tuli's. I might try to finish this one edge a little bit more. But you can make it really, really nice.
Ah, that was nice. Dottie found pixie sticks and sent them to Flutter, but it'll take a few days. Poor girl's having a craving. Oh, cravings are so bad when you just got to have something and you don't have it.
Yep. That's why I think my lucky stars with my job and everything, because it's like I was planning on going to the store on the way home today,
Yeah,
and
well, yeah.
I couldn't. I'm like exhausted. Um, And I know
Yeah,
that part of this,
for me, going to a dentist is just exhausting just because I'm going to a dentist.
yeah.
So
And
forget anything after.
I know the infection is part of what's draining me,
Yeah.
but I'm having major dental work done.
Yeah, well, when you get it all done, Tori, and it's over, say 6 months from now, you'll be so happy when it's finished.
Yeah.
Hope.
Oh, yeah. But it was nice. I didn't feel like she was talking down to me
Oh.
when we were discussing all the options,
Mm-hmm.
because there are more than one option.
I'm sure you didn't go for implants.
Oh no, hell no. It's actually it's a hybrid. Yes, they implant something in there, but it's so you can snap into it.
Ah. Oh, so your dentures like snap into something.
Yes. So they're
Aha.
semi permanent because you can snap them in and leave them in unless you have an issue.
Aha.
But it makes it more stable and it
Yeah.
makes it look more natural.
And you don't they don't wiggle and you can chew better and all and
Correct.
bite into stuff better. Yeah. I know my mom used to say that in the old days with the she says if you don't get them fit right, trying to bite into corn on the cob was a risky thing because they would want to pop off in the back.
And these have 2 to 4 connection points that they use. I need to find out how much my insurance is going to pay because that's like $1,400.
Uh, yeah. Elizabeth made homemade pizza.
Elizabeth gets all fancy pants and bougie with that cooking.
Yeah, I know. Uh,
But this is wood. You can get burnishers made out of bone,
mm-hmm.
and those are some of the best.
The burnishing is also heat is part of it, right?
Yes, it's the friction
Yeah,
of the wood or bone between
yeah.
that and the leather. I mean, they have people that actually use fabric like denim and will
Hmm.
put it around their finger and just do the denim back and forth like that, and it'll do the same thing.
Easy, Flutter. Don't let your mouth water too much, 'cause it's gonna be a day or two before you get 'em, honey. She says my mouth is watering thinking of the pixie sticks. Oh,
I used to love those as a kid.
yeah.
I tell you what, this process will wear an arm out.
I would think so. Can't there be a machine that you just hold and run it along there that does it?
Actually, yes, you can use a Dremel, but for me to use the Dremel is noisy.
Ah, yeah, that's probably true.
To be on here and do it, hold on, let me get that damn fur out of the way. You would hear this. Can you hear it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, but not
See, I can
bad.
do the same thing with this.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
I think I'm going to be cleaning buffalo fur up in here for a long time.
Oh, did you get those mailed yet or not?
They are in the back of my car.
Okay.
We were supposed to do that today, and I was exhausted when we got out of the store. I mean, out of the doctor's office. An hour and a half to get there. An hour and a half in the doctor's office. Almost 2 hours.
Well, hey, at least you didn't feel like just a number because otherwise they get you in and out and you never see squat, you know? I
No.
hate that kind of
Um,
doctor.
they did the panoramic x-ray. Ooh, this is actually finishing that edge up really good.
Yeah, and it barely hear it on here. At least I can't. Yes, Flutter, we love you. You have good friends. Wonderful friends.
Yeah, we put up with that Flutter, but she makes people laugh and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Little nice person.
Little Flutter by.
Little nice humanoid.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to put the paint on there first. That way they're done consistent. Because I went back to the first one, and it did make it a little bit smoother. So
Yeah. I noticed that. You went walking in your yard, didn't you? All I have to do is go outside and I start that coughing crap.
Mhm. Well, I went to the doctor today. Remember,
Oh yeah, I know
I
that.
left the house today.
So you were out of the house and yeah, that means you were near the yard and hello, Tori.
Gardenia bush is right in front of the front door. So
Oh, I used to, you understand I said used to, have right out my back bedroom window a huge gardenia bush. Damn thing was over 6 feet tall. And it was just loaded. And when that thing would bloom, I would die. Oh,
we had someone complain about our plants growing in our yard, and the tree that we cut down trying to grow back, and you need to cut that down, it looks bad, blah 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 blah, blah. In the middle of COVID and stuff like this. So I said, fine, that's what you want. I went out there, pulled the chainsaw out, cut the gardenia bush to the ground, cut the rose bushes to the I cut everything down to the
yeah,
ground level because I knew it would grow back first of all.
yeah.
But they wanted me to create a yard with great curb appeal because they were trying to sell their house.
Don't you just love people like that?
And so I basically went out there every time they were having someone look at their house. I went out there in my grandma shorts, granny shorts, and an old t-shirt and started working in my yard, bend over facing my butt to their house, let people see what kind of neighbors they're getting.
Oh, I love it.
The grandkids would go out there the same because you don't mess with me.
Yeah.
The polite thing to do would be, I know you're not a spring chicken and I'm in my 30s. I'm trying to sell my house. Would it be okay if I cut your grass for you? Because this is before Topher started cutting the grass.
Mm.
You know, can I do some yard work for you to make it look good? But no, he didn't come talk to me at all. He called code enforcement on me. He tried saying that he knows that I have numerous snakes in my yard. It is true. And that the way I was keeping my yard was promoting snake life. He tried to make it about him. He was worried about my safety. He was not.
Oh,
He was
bullshit.
worried about curb appeal to sell his freaking
His
house.
house, yeah.
It's like the other neighbor on the other side of me, had gotten some wood chips because he was doing some yard work and there's some recessed areas. And so he
Uh huh.
got wood chips to put in the areas to help it builds it up a little bit. Yeah, it's going to rot and stuff and it'll go down, but then you put more in it and eventually it builds it up.
Right.
And he asked me if I was okay with him putting it in my yard too, because there's kind of a divot between our two houses, between our two properties.
Mm-hmm.
And so the people came and they just dumped it there. They don't spread it for you when you order that stuff. They just dump it there.
Dump it. Yeah.
The next day, code enforcement was at his house about that pile being there.
Yeah. It's funny because years ago, I have good neighbors. But the one on my right side, as I'm facing out my front door, used to be a real jerk. When I had dogs before they passed away, he would antagonize my dogs if they barked one time. And it's daylight, mind you. It's not dark. It's allowed the time that they're barking. And they don't bark that much. They bark if somebody comes up my walkway, like the mailman. Let me know somebody's coming to the door. And that would be it. They would be inside outside dogs. They liked it outside most of the day. And he took a hose to him one day about 10 o'clock in the morning. I was hearing him growl and bark, and I thought, what the heck is going on? Went out in my backyard and looked, and he's got a hose spraying my dogs, and they're having a fit at him. And I looked at him, and I said, Michael? And he stopped real quick and shut off the hose. And I said, you antagonize my dogs again, and I'm going to have you arrested because I had my phone with me and I took pictures. I was smart before I said anything, before he saw me. And yeah, when he put, a couple of years later, put the house up for sale, and his front yard could never grow grass. He'd put new grass down, sod, have it all nice, be pretty. He'd water the sod. It would look good for 6 weeks. Then it would start dying again. Well, when he put his house up for sale, he had the whole yard, front and back, resodded and everything. So it looked great for the time he had it up for sale. And it sold. And the family that bought it, which are uh, Dade County police officers, um, husband and wife, both work for the police. And they said the yard started to die. And would you believe the wife of the people that lived next door to me used to go to school with my son. And so I knew him. I knew her. And I said, oh, yeah, he did that right before he sold it. I said, because he always had trouble having grass grow in the front yard. Well, they've had it sodded now. Well, they went and had a county agricultural agent come in, take soil samples and found out what they had to do and all this kind of stuff. They had the old grass tore up that was dead and dying and a mess, and put stuff down that the county agriculture agent said to do, and then they put it all together and sodded it, and now it looks great. She's making a cap like Scott's. What do you call it? A slope front?
I call them a flat cap.
Flat cap.
I can actually show a picture of it. Hold on. Okay. Let me do this.
Yes, like the one in the thumbnail, Diana. Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's not giving me the option, the print option. Interesting. Interesting. It doesn't give me the option to print them.
Huh.
And I thought it was supposed to. Oh well. Let me move it over
What,
here.
pictures of the
Yeah, pictures of the cap.
hmm.
I am streaming. What do you want, child? Read the text message to my stream. Got it. My daughter. No, I'm gonna put it up here and let people see what you type.
I can say it out loud.
It says Lily and Topher.
I can say it out loud.
Okay, say it.
I would like to let everyone know
You gotta speak up.
that if you have ever donated blood, you could be in someone's boner right now.
God.
This is my child.
Yay, Lily. That's an outside the box brain. I like those. Oh. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's an outside the box brain. I like it.
This is what I live with.
Even Terry got a chuckle out of that one. Oh.
Yes. Yes, indeed. This is my life.
Well, at least it's not drab and dull.
Okay.
It keeps you on your toes, Tori.
Let me share this screen and see if it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it went black.
what?
There we go. Okay, it's back.
So this is the flat cap.
Yeah.
It has a very distinct slope to it. Now I'm going to see if it'll let me show the other pictures. It does. That's the back of it. The other side of it. This is the one I made for Scott. I used ostrich legs. I used 4 different ostrich legs to make this hat. And that's the very front of it.
Yeah, so there's why you have to do the burnished edges, yeah.
Let's see if I can.
That is a smart looking cap, though. I really like that cap.
Right here, this edge here is why I'm burnishing.
Yeah.
That's get the right one. Get the right stuff.
Okay, is Lily still there?
No, she walked off.
Oh.
But that is this edge right here.
Cecilia asked, how old is she?
Oh, she's a grown ass adult. She's 37, going on 12.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Her oldest child is 18. She is a grown ass adult. She just has a weird sense of humor at times. And that was it. She sent the text, and then she come in here and she goes, "Oh, you're streaming. You shouldn't read that text." I'm like, "Oh yes, I should."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's not a child.
No, definitely not.
Now, Topher will come down here and he will send me some messed up jokes. I read his jokes and evaluate them before he tells them to other people. Because of his autism, he sometimes will find something funny, but then he thinks that it might not be funny in the same way that he thinks it is to the general population.
Mm-hmm.
And so he checks with me to find out if what he thinks is funny is actually something that everybody would find funny, or would it be considered racist or sexist or just generally rude. because one
Yeah.
of the things he doesn't want to be is rude.
Yeah.
So he came down here and he said, Mimi, and this comes from my grandson who has autism. He says, Mimi, I know what I'm going to be for Halloween. I said, you do? What are you going to be for Halloween? He has not dressed up for Halloween in years. He goes, I'm going to be a pirate. I said, oh, you're going to be a pirate? He goes, yes, because I'm going to be artistic. Yep.
That's cute.
He said, I can tell that joke because I'm autistic.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
you can, buddy. Cecilia, I can actually, if I'm not streaming it and socializing and stuff and not waiting between steps, I can throw this baby out in a day, a weekend. If I focus on it, I can get it done in a weekend.
But then we can't chit chat and have fun.
I've figured out the technique and what I need to do to make it happen. Not everything I can do that way. The chess set takes days upon days.
I'm sorry.
And now my chess set is going to be worth more money and
Oh, that chess set was
take more
cheap,
time.
honey. Yeah, that chess set is cheap
Because I'm going
for
to
what I
add,
paid.
right now it's a checker chessboard. So it has the checkers and the chess pieces all made in leather. And I include some dice with it. I am now going to make a leather tic-tac-toe board. Marcia.
What?
I'm going to make a little leather tic-tac-toe board.
Ooh,
And a
you could do
backgammon
that.
board.
Yeah, on one side backgammon, the other side tic-tac-toe.
So I'm going to, I'm looking at some of the different board games that I could make the board for to add to it.
Yeah.
And come up with some options. There was something else. Hold on, I've got it on my phone. No, not there. It is there. Printable board games is where I found. There's a game called Reversey.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, there's all kinds of board games that you can get. So there's the backgammon board. I'm not doing snakes and ladders.
No.
Chinese checkers. I could make a Chinese checkerboard.
Yeah.
And then get some marbles.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the different ones. There's different.
Tori,
there's one. Huh?
You could have where it's chess checkers on one side. You could have them have an option on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Give them an option of which one they want on the other side, either backgammon, Chinese checkers, tic-tac-toe,
And there's
whatever.
the other one called Trouble. I think that's a game similar to this that you use the marbles. Yeah. I'm going to come up with the different boards, and then I need to make myself a set is what I need to make. I need to make a set that I use as a sample.
Right.
That these are the options. And for the regular price, you get an option of, it'll be the regular price plus. Yeah. But I'll have pricing of, if you only get the one board, it's this much. Right. If you want the backside to be a separate board, it'll be this much. If you want a second board with one, it's this much, or a second board with two, it's that much. So basically give them a different price structure.
Right.
Because I can alter the carrying straps to carry two boards.
Right. That sounds cool. Did you freeze?
Nope, I'm reading. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Camping in a tent at 70.
Yeah.
In their 70s. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, Cecilia, our family is my grandchildren and my daughter live with me, and we are a nut house,
Temporarily.
and we're okay with being a nut house. My grandson will come down here and tell me jokes or send me stuff and come down. He'll send me like TikToks or YouTube shorts, and then he'll run down the steps, and I can hear him because he runs like a horse. He'll be on the top floor and he'll run down to the main floor and then down here to the basement. And I hear him all the way. And he'll run down here to and just stand here looking at me, waiting for me to watch whatever it is he sends to me. And he'll be
Uh,
standing there laughing.
yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay.
So you collect
Ooh,
everything, Terry, huh?
Terry is a collector of everything that'll fit in his place.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm emptying out. Lord, I'm at the age now where I got to get rid of this stuff. I think it should be mandatory, as I said, that everybody moves every 10 years so you can clean out of the junk you can't collect.
Oh, wait, we're supposed to clean out our junk when we move?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not supposed to take it with you.
Yeah, I had friends just pack it up for me.
uh,
I did decide if I ever move again, I'm hiring a service.
uh, well, we did it ourselves. Oh,
We did too.
'cause-
I'm not self-moving again.
yeah.
That was a lot of work.
Well, if I move again, it's going to be downsizing because I
You'll
don't
move
need
into
this
a
much
tiny
space.
house.
Yeah. Tiny house or a condo or a townhome or something that I don't have a whole lot of maintenance I got to deal with. Maintenance is a royal pain in the bother.
Usually when I'm making stuff, nobody sees me do this part.
This is behind the scenes stuff.
Yep. I do a lot of this stuff behind the scenes. A lot of the finishing work like this. But every now and then I decide that I should do it so that people actually see how much work goes into something. And decisions you make when you're making stuff are part of what makes it worth what you're trying to get for it or not worth it.
Yeah,
They
because if
have
you do,
some people who will not finish the edges of their work.
and then it looks cheaper.
They don't want to waste the time.
Yeah, it doesn't look finished. It looks cheaper and it's not as professional looking.
And it depends what I'm making and what look I'm going for and what
Yeah.
leather I chose.
That was Lefty who just had the kittens, right, Diana?
Two of them just had kittens.
Yeah, but Lefty, of Lefty and Righty, it was Lefty, I think. Hopefully my memory's serving me right. Or I'm heading downhill.
Marcia, you have 2 dogs there and a husband.
Yeah. I know I'm not allowed yet.
Well, no, that's the explanation for anything that you might think is going downhill.
Yeah, right. Oh, righty. So I was wrong. It was righty that just had 3 kittens.
You
Okay.
backwards.
I'm backwards.
My regular Dremel, which if you know what a Dremel is, they're usually about this size with the plus the tip. It's just usually this portion. It died, and so I went to the place to get another one. And Bauer was having a sale on things, and then they had this really cool thing of buy the battery pack that I had to have for this and get another tool for free.
Ooh,
And and, and so I got a big boy saw.
good
I'm
deal.
not a big boy, but I got a big boy saw.
Yeah. Oh, when does your paper come? Did they tell you?
I don't know. I didn't look yet.
Ah,
I did get an email from them.
okay.
I use legal size paper to print my patterns.
Hi, Shadow Runner.
Hi, Shadow. Because a lot of my pattern companies that I buy my patterns from are outside the US, so they use A4 paper, which means that if I try to print it on regular paper, it doesn't fit. It gets cut off.
You didn't need that portion of the pattern anyhow, Tori.
And so let me see, where is it? Because who did I get it from?
Staples.
Staples. STAP. Oh, I missed a letter. Here's your order from Staples. It's saying it's going to be delivered Friday, so tomorrow.
Fantastic.
So I use A4 paper to print. I mean, legal paper to print, because you got letter paper. A4 paper is a little bit longer and a little bit more narrow than letter paper. So I use legal paper, which is a little bit wider and longer than A4 paper. That way the patterns always fit. So yesterday I was on the phone with Marcia, and I was looking for
bitching.
looking for legal paper and bitching about the price. 10 reams. So 5,000 sheets of paper. $75 was the cheap one I found. And so I was still looking, and then Marcia comes up and goes, "Oh, Tori, go to Staples. They have some on clearance. They're going to be discontinued." So by the time I bought it, I bought 2 cases, and it was like getting one half price. It was like BOGO. Because they came out to $50-something a case, which made me happy. So I bought 2 cases. So now I have 10,000 sheets of paper, which means I can make 500 to 700 patterns before I run out of paper. That's all.
Oh, I got they're in there arguing. Enough. No. Go lie down. It's Cookie at the doorway. Miss Twinkletoes, who didn't want to go potty.
I gotta go potty.
Was she? No, Cookie.
Let me see.
You didn't want to go out when I gave you the opportunity.
Put my head here. Yeah, that'll give me something to rest my hands on. Because holding this up is just
Yeah.
Not easy to do, and I wanted it closer.
Oh, you have an electric and a battery one of the little Dremel thingies,
Yeah,
Terry?
and this one's battery. I need to go check when they're having these on sale again.
My fingernails grow so fast. It's ridiculous. I have to cut them at least, and I don't mean file, I mean cut once a week because they grow that fast. Filing, I'd be at it for every day, forever. And so I bought an electric um, nail file, all that kind of stuff. I just take it and stand still and hold it and file my nails. That way I don't have to cut. But if I forget it for a week and don't use it, I do have to cut. Oh yeah, Flutter, my
Yeah, I
nails
have
grow
that
like
problem.
gangbusters. I figure that's where all my bad goes out into my nails.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
That's why you're a nice person because you cut off all the bad.
I hope so. Leave them. Don't open the door, Ed. Leave them alone. Please.
I want to try to smooth this edge as much as possible because this will be visible. Can you hear me okay when I'm talking and this is running?
Yeah.
Okay. I This is actually going to be visible on the front edge of the hat, so it won't be just this one edge that I'm polishing is going to be visible, not much else
Uh huh.
outside of the regular hat. So I just want it to look nice.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You got them little fancy girl sneezes. Cheep.
Well, it was. The only way it was that was because it. That's the way I normally sneeze. I managed to get my hand over my mouth first. The first one.
Yeah, I do
I
really
can't.
loud sneezes.
My daughter used to do the little choo choos, and now she got her nose fixed because she had a very bad deviated septum. And when her son broke her nose, she had to go get it fixed. And he says, "Do you realize you have a bad deviated septum?" She says, "No." And she had it fixed, and she says, "My God, Mom, I can breathe better." Thank you, Diana. And so, thank you, Terry and Elizabeth and Flutter. And so she had it fixed, and now when she sneezes, I swear it's coming from her toes. It's loud and goes all over.
Yeah.
She says, "Mom, I can't believe I can breathe so much better, too."
Oh yeah, because that opens up that other sinus.
Yeah.
And actually, for the burnishing thing, I actually have a tip that goes on the Dremel too.
I used to do wood burning and all that kind of stuff.
See,
I don't even. Ooh, yeah.
I did something that had blue paint on it. Can you see it?
Just a little. Yeah, right in there. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to clean that before I use it.
Yeah, because otherwise the blue paint goes onto something. Scully's not quite in the picture. We only get his. There we go. There's Scully. There we go. Thank you. Hi, Scully. You're looking dapper tonight.
You know, you're going to have people thinking I'm wacko.
You aren't?
Marsha. Come on now. Let me do some more burnishing on this. And these gloves I'm wearing are not a fashion statement.
No, it's Tori trying to be sexy.
Yeah. It's Tori trying to save her hands a little bit.
There's a few things. Well, you got your. Okay, we got the dentist started. Now we're going to have the knees and the hands looked at.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on you like I get on Robbie.
I'm going to be taking doctor's notes to my work. I legit am having surgery, see?
Yeah.
Ooh, smooth. I was supposed to work half a day today and I wound up not.
Well, you'll make it up.
I'll just take it off.
Mm.
There we go. Put a little coat of that on there. What did I do with my fuzzy tip? Oh, there it is. I set it out because I knew I was going to need it again. This holds it. The thing I'm pushing on holds it in place. Holds this piece. This button, when I push it up, holds this in place so that I can screw it and it not just keep turning.
Turning, yeah.
Tighten it up to hold that piece in there.
I think if Kendra has power that she's okay with, because she's been using her phone lately because something's been screwing up, I think they're going to have an auction tonight.
Oh, what time are they coming on?
Hang on, I may get dropped, but I'll go look and come right back. Hold on. Uh,
I know Terry's not on Where's My Package.
I don't see it. She hasn't posted it up there.
Well, we know it'll be somewhere between 9:30 and 10.
10. Yeah. Yeah, it's not up yet.
Ouch.
Or at 9:45, yeah. Somewhere in that half-hour range, anywhere between 9:30 and 10, or a little after 10, because sometimes two leaves is there, Lisa's there, and she's waiting for Kendra to pop in.
Well, I've told her if she ever needs someone just to go on with her, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
But she
4
just likes
a.m.
to
to
have the
Terry.
company.
Yeah. Terry, it's 4 a.m. Well, my daughter, grandson, and son-in-law and son-in-law's family went to Paris again today.
The train is fun going down there from when I was in Belgium.
Uh-huh.
My friend flew over. He was in Denmark working, and I was in Belgium. So he came over, and we took the train down, the quick train down to Paris, and that was fun. It was a fun train ride.
Yeah, Europe has some nice trains. Germany has some great trains too.
It was a super fast train. Very, very few stops. Ours was actually the last place it stopped before heading to Paris.
All right, Terry, we'll let you go take a shower.
Take a shower, Terry. Smell pretty.
Oh, you'll stay here?
He'll leave it up and go take a shower.
Yeah. He'll leave us on so when in between the drips and drops from the shower he can hear maybe.
I appreciate the support. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun.
Since you normally this is not going to be one of the long nights because of Lisa. I already got my jammies on. I got cleaned up before I so I'm all comfy. That looks nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice and smooth.
And dark and blend in. And then when you put the stuff on it, it'll be really nice.
Finish off these edges.
Yeah. Dave's having to work late today. Sorry about that, Diana. Okay, Diana, I'm going to admit something. I told Robbie about your air conditioner, and that's how he knew that you were having air conditioning problems. And so he says, I have somebody that may be able to help her. I need to talk to her. And I said, well, you're going on Wednesday live, so tell her, you know. So he did.
I hope that
Hope it helps.
yeah. But for the front of the cap, this is the main stabilization. It's
That's
also
the,
very visible
yeah,
because this, the front of the cap, will get stitched to it. And so that's what you'll see.
yeah.
You'll see this front edge. So
And you want it nice looking. Yeah. Want it not, as my kids used to say, nice, purty.
Yeah, we want it nice, Purdy.
Yeah. Diana, have we had a discussion with your 61-year-old
Freeloader.
dependent, freeloader dependent,
Oh, you guys
about
could claim him on your taxes.
should be able to, because he can't claim himself if he didn't earn any money.
There is a way to claim someone as a dependent that you're not related to.
Yes, you called him last night. Sadly, his guy there in Florida who had a friend that lived here doesn't live here anymore, but it did give me other options. Sorry, Dave's on the phone. We talk to Dave and then come back to us.
Because Dave has importance over us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you don't need a freeloader, honey. Not a 61-year-old
Nope,
deadbeat.
not at all.
I'm. Tell me when I go into too much mothering mode.
You know, when you don't have a mother anymore, you appreciate mothering.
I guess. I don't know.
Actually, I mother people all the time, so.
Yeah. A very good friend of mine who passed away a few years ago, she was in her 90s. Um, she was like a second mother to me. And yeah, I appreciated her, so yeah, I guess it is nice. But sometimes it can get too much. So if it gets too much, gang, tell me if I go overboard.
You
Because
only
that's
mother
me.
people you care about.
That's true. And I knew Diana was stressing about that AC, so I told Robbie. I said, Diana's gonna be hurting for a while. And he says, why? What happened? And I told him. I said, between a deadbeat tenant and an air conditioner that went out on her, I said, they're stressing a tad bit. And I said, with Dave being sick and all this kind of stuff, and he
Timing is
says,
just not right for this.
yeah, this is not the time to have all the other stuff come barging in. He says, I can maybe help her. I gotta talk. Okay, do it. That's what family's for. If we got connections, hook you up.
Yep. Hell, I had a friend that's a truck driver. He and his wife got stuck like Kimberly Mills did that time,
Uh huh.
basically stranded.
Yeah.
Him, his wife, and their dogs
Oh,
stranded in Florida. And yeah, they posted on the internet. They posted on and that they were stranded to our group. And I said, "Give me a minute." I posted to another group of people that I knew were in Florida. And before the day was over, they had a bed to sleep in.
fantastic.
Someone came and picked them up and brought them to their house, put them up for a few days so that they could arrange transportation back home. And because that's what you do. And
Yeah.
they were able to stay at someone's house on my word. I gave
Yep.
my word that they weren't psychos.
Yeah.
They might be a little crazy, but they ain't psychos. You're safe.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, my house isn't, the Ritz Carlton here. And I'm like, that's okay. They're more
They're more down. They just want a
route.
safe place.
They sleep in an 18-wheeler. Give me a break.
Yeah, yeah. They just want a safe place, comfortable place to sleep.
They're Motel 6 at best.
Yeah.
Give me a break. And that made her feel better. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she didn't want someone coming over that's going to judge her.
Yeah.
And, and I can absolutely understand that. You want to give a hand to someone. The last thing you want them to do is come around looking at your house going, ew, you use that kind of toilet paper? Ew. Or you have dust on your floor. No, honey, I have dog hair on my floor.
My floor, yeah.
Every day there's dog hair on my floor. We have German Shepherds in the house, and right now they're at the German Shedder phase.
Yeah. I never knew Catahoulas shed as much as they do. Holy cow. Thank God it's fairly... Cookie's got the shorter hair than Blue does. Blue's is a little longer, but it's really not long, like a shepherd. But, oh, God, do they shed. They just bump against you. If you're wearing black pants, you're wearing their hair,
Yep. Every day, the German Shepherds shed hair that when you ball it up, it's the size of the min pin.
So you got a free dog. You got another dog in the house, and it's all hair.
And I'm wondering if there's anyone that wants to spin it and make yarn out of it, because I can provide hair. And they could make some yarn out of it and make a German Shepherd sweater.
Yeah.
What did you spin? What kind of yarn did you use for that? German Shepherd.
German Shepherd. Yeah, right. A lot of German Shepherd hair can be long as some rabbit hair.
And the female Sage has long hair, but she also comes from a breed that's made for cold weather.
So it's even longer. Yeah.
So she has multiple coats.
Yeah.
So I literally can't just I have to brush, like the hair lays this way. I have to brush her hair this way.
Yeah.
To make it stand up, and then start over here brushing it down
to get
all that undercoat out, because her undercoat is so thick. When she starts shedding, I can just walk up to her and do like this on her sides and be holding balls of hair. We pull tufts out. Just pull tufts of hair out of her.
Yeah.
And she appreciates it.
The Australian sheepdogs?
She gets excited when we pull the brush out.
Yeah, she likes it. Yeah.
Shaking her butt over there at you like, do my hair, do my hair, do my hair, my turn, do my hair.
Yeah. We had an Australian sheepdog, and they got long hair. And if you didn't take care of it, it would knot so bad. And that was one of the jobs the kids had.
Yeah, we don't have to worry. The German Shepherd hair doesn't knot, it falls out. So.
Because they have the undercoat too, and she'd knot.
And on this project, I'm going to go ahead and go with a black thread, because one of the things she said was he didn't want the thread really showing as much. And the only other thread I have that's the darker, which means I've got to buy more browns. I need to buy some darker browns that are not red browns. Is I have that, and it's this one is too red.
Yeah.
And so the black, once I remove the extra wax off of it, because this is that waxy thread, extremely waxy thread, the black will be the one that in a distance isn't going to show up.
Yeah. You're welcome, Diana. Hey, Robbie said we're all family. If I can help him, I'll help him. If he had some connections he could help you with, he was willing to give it a shot.
Ha, 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 ha. I got all my swip bros with me. My swamp bros.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let this sit for a minute. Or swamp hose. I don't know which way to put it. No, swamp hose
Hey,
sounds.
Diana, maybe he'll let you buy more balls now that he likes Robbie. There's an upside to that, you know.
Oh, you're bad.
I admit that.
And this
Okay,
seam is
I
a little
won't
bit
say it.
different.
I won't say it again out loud, Diana.
This seam is a little bit different. You'll see there's 3 rows here of stitching. I'm going to sew the 2 center pieces together like this.
You're not in camera.
I'm dyed on camera. Hold on.
No, you're not in. You
Oh,
were
I
holding
wasn't
it.
in camera. So I'm going to put
Yeah.
these 2 together, right sides together, and I'm going to stitch the center line. Then I'm going to fold it and beat the heck out of it, and I'm going to stitch this stitch line to this stitch line.
1 to 3.
And so it'll give it 2 stitch lines down the front. Which
Terry's back and smelling better, he says.
smells good, Terry.
Yeah. He sees the balls that Diana has, but he doesn't think he understands the price of them.
So you can see right here is the stitch line. That's where I put the right sides together and stitch it. And then there'll be a stitch line here that you'll see, a visible stitch line, and a stitch line here you'll see. So it's somewhat, in sewing terms, it's I think they refer to as, is that a French seam?
Yeah.
So it just gives it that nice look. So that's
Yeah.
what we're going to be doing. Because I got these edges fixed. I don't think I paint on that edge.
Oh, that's why I'm so glad that Robbie delivers mine. Because if I got all the packages from Robbie, oh my God, I'd be in so much trouble.
If my family saw how much, yeah. Because see, now I've got plausible deniability when I go pick up stuff from Robbie's. I can
Oh,
go,
Robbie.
oh my goodness, who put this? Who got me this?
I saw something in my box and I said, I got this? I don't remember buying this. And I asked Robbie, I said, Robbie, what's this? I don't remember this one. And he says, I just tossed it in there. And I'm going, oh, geez, tell me when you do that. I said, because I go through my list and cannot find it, and I'm thinking I got somebody else's stuff. Oh, he says, just ask. I said, after I have to go through the list like I'm a crazy person? Yeah, okay.
Well, that's what happened one of the times I put in a big order. I got a lot of stuff from Kendra. It was one of my more expensive shopping expeditions with Kendra. And she put a little thank you gift in there. But it wasn't marked as a thank you gift. So I'm
And,
sending her emails of, this was in my package and it's not something I bought.
and then you think sometimes that something's in there as a thank you gift, and you wound up with, what if it was mine? Or was
Yeah,
that from,
that amethyst druzy flame thing. But see,
yeah,
the thing is that I knew it was not a thank you gift because I remember seeing it.
yeah.
And so I had question about it when I went through my stuff. So then I went back and I looked at the video and saw that I got what you claimed and I did not get what I claimed, but Diana had what I claimed. Well, Sue had gotten something similar to what I claimed. Sue was ready to send me hers because she didn't write it down and didn't realize it was hers. So So we did the whole thing of figuring out what's what and where is it and stuff like this. And then Diana's like, "Hey, I got your thing."
Yeah, and you had something of mine, and I think I just told you to keep it.
Yes, you did. I still have it because you looked and said,
I
I
got
wound
more.
up buying another one just like it.
Yeah, I did.
It's like I bought another one very similar. Oh, I guess I can unshare that screen now.
That's okay.
Remove. Oh, I could just stop screen sharing. There he is. Okay. Trying to make sure this is dry before I. Yep. Good enough. I got my thread sitting here, and one of the things I do with this thread, because this thread has a lot of wax on it, and you can see it looks.
Terry says to put a gift in his box.
Yours is already packed, honey.
Yeah,
It's all gifts.
yeah, it's all
The whole
gifts.
thing is a gift for you, Terry. You didn't pay for chains. You paid toward the shipping of the chains.
Chains. Yeah.
Put a gift in his. Oh, I did. I put a cuff link in there too. Remember the cuff link that has the boat? It's
Oh
in there
yeah.
too.
Mm,
Because he's doing all the boating stuff, and
yeah.
I only have one of the cuff link, but I thought he could set it up. Ouch! I'm burning my finger.
Ooh.
You know, if you pull thread through your finger fast enough, it'll burn.
Oh yeah.
And I was sitting here doing like this,
Yeah.
and I pulled it too hard.
Yeah, and burnt your finger.
Oh,
Uh,
Sue got something of
Terry,
Diana's.
Terry, there is a requirement to those you got free. Once you get some of them set up all nice and chained up and all that kind of stuff you're going to do with it, got to take pictures and send it to Tori.
Uh-huh. You
Yep.
got to have pictures to show off.
Yep.
Well, see, I bought my husband the 3D, the dragon, the animated dragon with wings, because he actually has that tattooed on one of his arms. He has a big dragon on his arms, and it's blues and greens, highlighted with yellows and oranges. And his dream tattoo on the other arm is the phoenix in the yellow, reds, and oranges, highlights in greens and blues. I just have to get the $1,000 or so it's going to cost to put that tattoo on him.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
I don't get your comment. 3 or 100. I don't remember. I don't know what that means, Terry.
Okay, wait a minute. A few photos. A few boats, a few photos. Yeah.
Yeah, a few
That's
votes, a
what you're
few
asking
photos.
about.
Yeah. We
Because
don't
we
need
have to see.
100.
I guess he has 100 boats.
Oh, okay.
But we have to be able to see what you're doing with these chains.
Yeah, we want to
Oh,
see the
ships. You have pictures, ships. Yes, just a few, just so
Yeah,
we can see.
yeah.
I mean, I have my idea of what you're doing with it.
Yeah, coil a few up and hang it down with an anchor on it or something like that. Yeah.
That's the wax right there from the thread. It's such a waxy thing.
Does the
Some
thread
wax.
come pre-waxed or do you have to wax it?
No, it's already waxed. See, it's waxed on the spool. This is black
Oh.
thread. It looks gray
Yeah,
because there's so much. This is over waxed.
waxed. Boy,
Usually the thread doesn't have that much wax on it, but every now and then you'll get a spool that's like super waxed. And it irritates me working with it because you're working with it and you got little flakes coming off everywhere.
Diana said when Dave called and asked what was for dinner, when I told him orange chicken, he said he was going to say to make that. Lol. So I did. Said did and done. And she's LOL.
What happens when you're
No
in tears?
anchor, Terry? You got to buy some anchors, Terry. Got these, the old-fashioned sailing ships and all that kind of stuff did have anchors. Even the new ones, even the big jobber doobers have anchors. Of course, a lot of them are now, would you believe, electric anchors.
Yeah. That
I
does
don't
not
know if,
count.
okay, Diane, hurry back. Nope, no, you're not going to buy anchors. Well, Terry, well, just show us pictures of what you're doing with the chains then.
He can chain up some little men,
Yeah,
make them look like prisoners.
yeah. Chain them to the mast.
Are we having fun yet? So this will be on the inside, and then this will be folded
Oh, you're not
over.
pinning these. You'll pin it when you fold over, right?
When I fold it over, oh gosh, yes. This one is so straight, and it's just like two
Yeah.
flat pieces. This one's nothing to. The effort of pinning it's not worth the reward of pinning it for this.
Well, fix them, Terry. He says he has old ships, but the cats broke them all.
Mm.
Well, you got to fix them. They need to go in the shipyard, dry dock for repairs.
Spank the kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Um, dang on cats.
4 cats or 4 ships?
Oh, I had to check Lisa's and see if they'd set anything up yet.
Did she?
No, not yet. As soon as I see something from her, I'll let everybody know.
Okay. We got about an hour before she comes on anyway.
Yeah,
If
at
she came
least an
on at 8, 9:30, yeah. So we have at least an hour. Wonder if she was able to catch that mail lady, or she should be complaining to her post office. I swear that's
Yep.
ridiculous.
She said she was going to contact the post office and tell them at this point they need to bring her damn package to her house.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Because saying see the post lady and the post lady's never there or not there at a consistent time
Yeah,
makes it
and
kind of hard.
nobody's gonna wait out in the heat for somebody to show up because there's no place to wait except in a car with your motor running. Who wants to? Can't afford to waste gas nowadays. Just running air conditioning for a car. Stay in it while you wait for some jerky post lady. Oh, 4 ships. Okay, of the old ones. Okay, gotcha, Terry. Thank you. I can tell my sinuses are working because my throat's a little uh, deeper, shall we say. You're always waiting on a package from Lisa Lee. I think that's your middle name, Terry.
Terry waiting for packages.
Yep. It's been over a month? Holy cow.
I know she had problems with something.
Yeah.
I mean, it does take longer to ship them anyway.
Oh, who did you decide to send me to buy my stuff by? Did you
I
decide
don't
yet?
know. I'll have to go look.
Okay.
I don't remember. I printed it out. Don't ask me questions I can't answer.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Did I already close it? Nope. You're right here.
Oh, I know about funds going quick.
Marcia, you are sent by UPS.
Oh, goody. Okay.
No, this says USPS.
Oh, USPS. Well, that could take forever. And it could go to my neighbors.
I
Like,
can't pause.
Your husband said check your messages.
I'm in the middle of a live stream. There is no pausing a live stream. Pause.
buds. Well, Tori takes a message break because something's wrong at the grocery store.
I'm trying to think of that Greek yogurt.
Chobani?
Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking. Or CHOBANI. Yeah, my husband went to the grocery for me.
Yeah. Terry wants to know who you shipped his with.
Let me see. That one is USPS. This one is the shoe purse that went USPS. I think they're all USPS. Terry says, I can't see that. Let me move it to the other screen. It'll be whatever your postal is over there. I need to make it bigger. U.S. Postal paid. And so it'll go however it goes.
Bifocals, I've had bifocals for years. I've actually even gone to trifocals, but I quit putting trifocals in one lens. Because I can see up close. Like right now, I'm reading the chat without glasses
Oh
on.
yeah, I use multifocals.
But I have medium and far distance problems. So they would have, if I will put it in trifocal, the bottom is clear.
I have the very bottom of my glasses is for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That tedious stuff. I have a mid range that is predominant, is pretty much my computer work.
Computer and dashboards on cars.
And then the top of my lenses are far away, except the ones I
Yep.
have on. The ones I have on do not have driving lenses or driving section in them.
Yeah.
I have, these are my stay around the house glasses. What was happening was when I wear what I call my outside glasses, the one that have the driving section in them, when I wear them inside, I was having a lot of problems with them. Vision wise, it was making me loopy, making me feel kind of loopy in the head. And so I got some that are mainly for doing inside the house work.
Yeah, where you don't need the far away. Yeah.
And so these are just the bifocals. And I quit getting that loopy, dizzy feeling in buildings when I wear these.
Good deal. The cataract surgery's not bad. My husband had it done in both eyes. I, knock wood, have had cataracts in both eyes, but they're little cataracts and they haven't grown in 20 years. So I'm, knock wood, as I said. So I haven't had to have them done. But have they got you on eye drops for the macular degeneration? Because there is drops to slow that down. My mother-in-law had it. I think she had it for over 20 years. They haven't given you any eye drops for the macular degeneration? Oh, she had eye drops, which really slowed it down. She had to put it in morning and evening. I'd check with your eye doctor about that, honey. Welcome back, Diana.
Strange question. Did she have insurance that was covering her being on eye drops and stuff?
Yeah. She had.
And I know that's a stupid question to some, but I have found that there are some doctors out there that, depending on your payability,
Yeah.
depends on what kind of care you get. So they don't, if you are on Medicaid or Medicare, then they give you a lower level service than if you have private insurance and a bank account.
Well, I'm on Medicare, and most doctors actually prefer, other than your Advantage plans, and even the Advantage plans, some of them don't pay as well as Medicare does.
Hmm.
So they like Medicaid. No, they don't like Medicaid, but Medicare, they pay fairly good. As a matter of fact, my physical therapist, she says I'd prefer Medicare patients to all these other plans any day. She says because I get more. She says I get paid more from you than I do from other people. So
Yeah,
that's how
because
I found.
when you look at Medicaid, Medicare, and private insurance, everything's fixed rates. They can't charge you whatever.
Yeah. hmm
That's
It's
why if
whatever
you
they're
stay in the
contracted out
hospital
for.
and they give you an exorbitant, but they give you this crazy bill from the hospital, you tell them you need a complete itemized statement for everything.
Yeah.
And
I know a young lady who had a horrible bill, and her insurance lapsed because she went from one company to another, and I think it was 60 or 90 days she had to wait for the insurance to kick in at the new place, and she wound up in the hospital during that time and had a huge bill. She says no. She says I want an itemized bill, and then she says I will pay you what my last insurance company paid you. And they finally agreed to it.
mhm. Well, because a
Instead of
lot of
this.
times they put extra stuff on there,
Mm-hmm.
and they also will overcharge you for things.
Oh, yeah.
And so you tell them that you need to pull the chart to see what they are actually supposed to be charging for that aspirin that they just charged you $30 for.
Oh, it's four. Yeah.
And all of a sudden things start changing.
Mm-hmm. I don't even worry about it anymore because if Medicare pays a certain thing, I don't worry about it.
Well, basically what they do is they try to take those they can get the money from
Oh,
and
yeah.
use that to cover all the people that don't pay their bills.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Those that don't have insurance, they try and soak them for whatever they can get, so it covers the ones that don't pay. Yep, it's horrible.
Or even if your insurance pays 80/20 or something like that, and you're paying a part of the bill, they'll do the same thing. You still have the right to ask for that itemized statement
Oh yeah,
down to the last band-aid.
yep.
They hate
I
that.
have the Medicare. I have it. Medicare only pays 80%, and they have this thing called a gap insurance,
Hmm.
which I have, which pays the other 20. Of course, you have to pay for that part out of your pocket. But mine has been a blessing because between my husband and my previous bills, I have come out smelling like a rose with that.
What you paid out of pocket for that insurance plan is nothing compared to what the insurance plan paid for your bills.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. Yep. And I'm on an old plan that the gap insurance people don't um, have anymore for the 20%. And it was called an F plan. Well, F doesn't exist anymore in connection with Medicaid for the gap insurance. And so I'm grandfathered in. That means I don't have any deductibles. I don't have to pay the copay because I've covered that with the gap insurance. I pay nothing. I go in and out of a damn dime. And I'm not dropping that package that I
No.
got because you can't get it back. They don't offer it anymore. And Ed and I got in on that when it first came out, when we were first qualified and it was still available. And within, I think, 2 or 3 years after, they quit it.
Because that's like, well, my mom had the Aflac insurance, and she had the one that pays you if you're in ICU.
Hmm.
And when she had her heart problems and was going to have her heart surgery and all, they put her in the cardiac ICU unit because she was stressing herself out so bad, she was going to wind up giving herself a heart attack and killing herself
Yeah.
from the stress. So they put her in the cardiac unit, and she was in there for almost 2 months.
Mm.
And Aflac was paying her a few $100s a day.
Yes. When I had cancer, I I had I have a major medical, a cancer, and one other. I got 3 Aflac policies,
Yep.
and I didn't pay a dime for any of my cancer. Not a dime. My husband's company insurance, I mean the company he worked for, it paid it all. I didn't even have co-pays, and because it was with Cigna, I think, excellent insurance they had. I didn't pay a dime. And then I submitted the claim later to Aflac. I got $14,000.
That's basically what we did with my mom.
Yeah,
They had her in the ICU, and so when she was getting ready, going to be coming home and stuff, she had us help her file the paperwork for it. They
yeah,
sent her a big check, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can replace my washer dryer now. I can quit washing clothes by hand." Because her washer dryer had broken, and she was washing her clothes by hand and hanging them up. I didn't know
yeah,
that. I was living in North Carolina at the time. And so I went down when she was having her heart surgery so I could be there. Um, and that's when I found out she had been washing her clothes by hand because her washer dryer broke.
mm,
And so she filed one claim. And when the money came in, we took the check up to the hospital. She signed it, took it to the bank, and cashed it into her account. Got online and ordered her washer dryer, and it was delivered before she was home from the hospital from getting her surgery, her
yep,
quad bypass. And we had everything set up and washing washing through all the stuff that was waiting to be washed. Made sure her bed had all nice fresh linens on it, all fresh and clean and stuff. So yeah, we did all that. And
Yeah.
and then she filed the other claim, and she used that money to get some stuff that were needed. She got herself a deep freeze one
Yeah.
of the time with some of the money and stuff like that, because she was single, one person. She would cook once a month. She would go buy her groceries and she would cook, and she would pre-package up a month's worth of food. Now that she had a deep freeze, she could do that, and she would freeze it. um, Same thing with vegetables, because you can't open a pack. They don't make single serving packages of vegetables.
No.
And if they did, the price of them makes it not
Feasible. Yeah. It's
feasible.
ridiculous. Yeah.
So she could buy everything in bulk, which is cheaper prices.
Yeah. And
And
then you
she would
freeze it.
split it up. She would mix up her stuff for her meatloafs, make herself little mini meatloafs, and she would put them in the little glass baking dishes
Mm-hmm.
and freeze them like that. She decided she wanted a meatloaf. She would get up in the morning, she'd take her meatloaf out and put it on the stove and let it defrost, and then stick it in the oven and bake it.
Well, I make casseroles, I make little meatloaves, and I cook like twice a week, and I stack it up in the freezer. But I went to Costco, and Kirkland has this stretch wrap, but it's like the industrial size type stuff that
Mm-hmm.
comes in a huge roll, not the little rolls you buy in a grocery store.
Yep.
And I cut the casseroles into portion control sizes. I wrap them in um, the stretch wrap from Costco, and I put a paper towel, select a size paper towel, in between them, freeze them so they don't stick together,
Yep.
and then they're wrapped, and then I just take out and thaw out every day which one I want, which one we're eating.
Yep. There you go. Well, that's what Mom would do. Like, she would buy a big turkey breast and cook it, and then she would slice it and freeze it. She would buy a
Mm-hmm.
big roast, and she would cook it, slice it, and
Slice
freeze
it
it.
and
And
freeze it in meal-sized portions,
yeah,
which
she'd make
is
a big pot of spaghetti sauce.
mm-hmm.
And so she would bag it up and freeze it
Yep.
in
I
serving
got
sizes.
I got 6 bags of spaghetti sauce in my freezer right now. Yeah, that's what I have. Okay, Flutter says 2 Leaves has got her thing up. She's at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Finally.
Oh, so you've been sleeping downstairs, Diana?
It's cooler downstairs.
Of course. The cats have wrecked the couches. We keep plastic on them. The only other place is the floor, but if I get down, I wouldn't be able to get back up. David has been sleeping on the floor. Oh, yeah. You can't live without. Robbie this morning had, I think he was 76 degrees this morning when I went to check to see if he went to get his blood work done. And he was back already and had his coffee, and he was sitting outside drinking his coffee for a minute, trying to get over the stupid mess he wound up at the doctor's office, that he wound up not getting his blood work done because it was a raft of people and he wouldn't have been out of there till about 11:30. So he was talking to me, and he said, "It's cool, but it's muggy." And I looked up his humidity, 96%.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah. I said, no wonder. And I looked up mine, and I said, oh, I don't want to go outside. Because mine was just about as bad. Oh, Diana, it's 113. Oh my God.
What kind of humidity are you dealing with?
Yeah, the humidity, 113. If it dries off your skin, as long as you stay hydrated, it's not bad. But Lord,
Can you imagine that kind of temperature and 98% humidity?
oh, I'd be dead.
I am using water to wet this so I can fold this and it'll stay better.
You put a crease in it.
Yep, I'll be able to crease it easier when it's wet. Ooh, the dogs are getting pissy with the neighbor's dogs.
Yeah, I can hear it. It's not bad though. It's not like mine. They don't feel like they're right in your eardrum.
I'm definitely going to have to make sure that I condition this hack, looking at how fast it's sucking up the water.
Oh yeah.
This leather needs moisture, so I will make sure that I am putting some good moisture on it before I ship it out.
Yeah, let it soak it up real well. I called my girlfriend today and told her I still haven't done her blouse, and she says, it's okay, I'm not needing it.
I needed it last week. It's okay.
Yeah. No, she's...
Once I get it started, it makes it a little bit easier.
If Terry was trying to fall asleep now, he wouldn't make it.
Terry, wake up. And you can see how that curves. And that's part of what gives this hat its shape, is the nature of how, with the shape of these pieces, that's part of the, that's how
Shape
it
of the
goes.
hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Flutter hates humidity. Don't move to Florida.
But if I hit the lottery and buy a place, she
She'll
said one
come.
day she'll come live there.
Yeah. Well, she'll just stay inside a lot. the Normally the evenings are pretty good. Mornings are sometimes depends on the humidity.
There's a reason why you don't see Robbie out in the
Early
middle of the day.
the day, yeah.
You'll see early stuff, you'll see late stuff, and the hottest part of the day, midday, he's inside.
Doing paperwork and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Oh, 24 minutes until supper's done for Flutter. She's having Parmesan chicken and green beans. Not making rice. Heck with it. Elizabeth said for her it's going to be 82 all night long.
I don't know what it is here.
Diana says she has a rice cooker, does all the cooking for me. Oh, yeah.
Weather.com, Hampton, Georgia. Let's see what it says.
According to the Weather Channel, sunshine and a few clouds. High 91F. Winds in at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
High
91. Lovely.
Oh, Friday. Oh, no, today was 96. No, that's the 13th. That's Saturday. Today's high was, it's not showing me. This is a lie. There's no way it's 67 degrees out there. I think you gave me. Oh, it says it's 67 degrees outside. I don't feel it. But tomorrow is supposed to be 94.
Where?
Saturday,
Where? What city in Georgia?
Hampton. Hampton. But Saturday is our hot day at 96. The lows are in the 71, 72.
Hampton, Georgia. From what it says on my thing, it's 79, feels like 82.
Yeah, see, this thing I think is like drunk.
It was taking a pill or something.
Because it don't, yeah, it's like, it's not in the 60s.
Yeah. And your humidity 64%.
Which isn't horrible, horrible.
No. It's in the okay range.
Yeah, this one says it's 78, 1% chance of precipitation, humidity is 67, winds are at 3 miles per hour.
Right. Northwest.
But it's not going to be pretty. Tomorrow's high is 94. Saturday is 96. Sunday is 95. Monday is 95. Tuesday is 96. Then we start on the downslide, 83, 89, and I don't know what else. It's not showing me anymore.
Currently at Robbie, it's 83 and foggy.
Ew.
Yeah. Don't like fog. 77% humidity. That's getting in the icky. Not the super icky, but the icky.
Now, see, AccuWeather says that Sunday it's going to be 97 degrees here. That bites. And Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, it's going to be 97, according to AccuWeather.
Mine is currently 81.
Having inside hobbies is a good thing.
Yeah. And my humidity's 74. I thought it should be at least 74. It was moisture out there in the air, dripping. Not raining, but
It
dripping.
wasn't raining. That was the humidity.
Yeah, right. Evidently. Must have been. God.
Leaking humidity.
Diana says Sunday will be down to a chilly 107. It's 78 with Flutter right now. Diana, get out your winter jacket. Cute, Flutter. Oh, Flutter, if we only had around 90, I'd be fine. But lately it's getting so hot down here.
Diana's going to have to become a sunbird.
Yep.
Head down to Florida in the summertime because it's a lot. The temperatures are a lot cooler than where she's at.
Evidently, yeah.
Live there in the wintertime.
Terry's getting rain all weekend, he says.
Ooh, fun.
Robbie said it's been cloudy with him so that the marsh hasn't dried out as much because it hasn't evaporated because no hot, dead sun on it.
Yay.
And then later this coming week, not this weekend, but I think starting Monday, he's got over 50% chances for over a week. He has over 50% chances of getting good rain. So I said, okay, let's hope it stays cloudy till then and you get some good rain.
Especially going into the hot month of August.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're dealing with August, September. You need that extra moisture in there.
Mm-hmm.
So
there was somewhere up around Jacksonville or South Carolina, there was something that was iffy there, but it's now got 0% chance of forming anything.
that's
So
good.
it kind of petered out in the way of a storm.
Now you can see how this stays open a little bit. And so now I can use those pins, which are not in here. Why are they
You
not in
put
there?
them
Because that's not where they belong.
right. You put them back where they belong. Oh,
Uh-huh.
such a good girl.
I'm working on this whole organization crap and putting things back where it belongs. Because if you know me well enough, you know that I am far from organized. But
We
these
won't
little
discuss
stitch
organized.
savers, if you do any strange stitching like this, these are like the bomb diggity. I'm going to talk about you again, Marcia. Marcia got me these. I'd made a comment about wanting to try them, and Marcia
But
got these.
you didn't, let's be honest, you didn't want to invest the money unless you thought they would be useful.
Yes, I did
So
not.
you
I was
didn't buy
cheap.
them.
I was being cheap and did not want to invest the money in them, and just stuck them on my wish list. And then Marcia decided that she wanted to support me, and she bought some, and I used them, and it
Hi,
was like,
Kimberly Mills.
holy cow, these things are rocking awesome.
Yeah.
And then I bought some, and then she bought some more. You are super long.
Say hi to Kimberly Mills. She came on.
Hello, Kimberly Mills. So they're like really cool. They're just these little pins. And they got these little loopy hand pieces. There's these little pins that you stick through, and then they've got these little spring-loaded caps for them. You pull this piece back. You can see where the divider is in them. To pull that piece back, it's spring-loaded. And you pull it back, and then you stick the pin in the hole, and it locks it on so it stays. And to release it, you do the same thing. You pull back on the end, and then it comes out. So these are the bomb. And what I do is when I'm stitching, I will put them in like every fifth hole. That allows me to count from the top and bottom so that I know that I'm aligning my holes up correctly, which works great when you're doing curved pieces, because on curved pieces, that's where people drop stitches all the time. You skip a hole and stuff
You
like
hope
that.
everybody's doing great. Well, I'm doing as well as can be expected. Let's put it that way. How you doing, Tori?
I'm alive.
You got a plan going, kid?
I got a plan for my mouth to get it
Yep.
fixed.
Yep.
I'm not ashamed of it. As we get older, shit happens. I grew up with bad teeth. I've had bad teeth my entire life. I've grinded my teeth, had seizures where I clenched my teeth, and I've skated into a brick wall. So I have unseen damage to my teeth above the gum line. And I have decided that now is the time for me to get rid of them.
You spent enough trying to save them. Let's just go.
Yep. I have had bridges, caps, and caps galore. Um, and it's just, I'm done. So I'm just going to get new ones. I'll have straight teeth for the first time in my life.
I've got my teeth, and actually, they're fairly. For actually, my dentist looked and said, because I'm only missing 2 teeth of my original teeth, and it's both because they broke all the way down to the root. because I've got hard teeth, but I grit at night, which is bad news. But I'm only missing two. And my dentist looked at me and he says, looked at my chart and said, "You're that age." He says, "You got really straight teeth because normally by now they get really start working in on each other." I'm lucky. My daughter has beautiful straight teeth, and my son does too. Thank God they inherited my teeth, not my husband's. Whew.
Yeah, all my
So,
long pins got stuck with my short pins.
well, you put them back in the box, but you didn't organize them.
I think it got turned sideways and they slid.
Ah,
Because I don't need the long ones on this.
no. You're
Try
only
to
going
save.
through, yeah, 2 layers instead of 3. Hi, Lisa Jackson.
Hello, Lisa Jackson. So yeah, and if I don't get finished pinning this, I will get all my pinning done before I go live again.
You'll probably be doing it while you're on with Lisa.
Yep, I will. I'll get because I just want to make sure I get them done.
And it helps that they're pinned because that helps that bend in there too before
Yes.
you.
And so I'm dealing with two things here. Is I'm dealing with the curve of this piece in addition to having this fold over.
She's making a hat like Scott's Kimberly Mills,
The
but in
flat cap.
dark brown, the flat cap, which is a lot of sewing, really.
It's a lot of stitches.
Yeah.
And right now I'm pinning the pieces in place to make it easier when I start stitching so I don't miss any holes.
Will you pin both sides, or are you just going to pin one side?
Oh no, I'll pin both of them. That way, if it,
Okay.
because I dampened it, and if I
Yeah,
pin both sides, then when the
it'll,
leather dries, it'll stay open better.
yeah. I didn't know because I was wondering if the pins would bother you when sewing the one side.
Nah, I'll
Okay.
catch them a few times with the thread. I will absolutely loop my thread around it a few
Yeah.
times. That's
Yeah, I
okay.
do. Okay. That's what I was curious about. You're welcome, Kimberly. Did you get
Yeah.
that check yet, Kimberly?
Let me see. Is that right? It is. Did company Bonkos take care of you yet?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Lisa. I've been there, done that.
You quit smoking? Oh,
It's hard.
we won't even discuss it.
Ice is your best friend. Chew ice.
What? They're going to No, man, honey. No, 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 no.
You need to
There's a
call
pl-
the labor people.
Yep, you need to call labor people because you worked that time and you deserve that money. And if they don't, then you also snitch on them for what the other stuff that's going on, and then you really get them. They want to screw you over, guess what? Hello, karma. You're quitting. Awesome, Lisa. Oh,
It's
nah. Diana Better Business Bureau's only a it doesn't,
service.
it's a service. It doesn't, it has no regulatory. She needs to go somebody that has regulatory, which is the Labor Commission, and then she needs to go to whoever calls DOT. Yeah, DOT. Yeah. Yep. And I'd tell them they haven't paid you and you think they're screwing you out of it and all the other stuff. Honey, I would put them under the bus. Way under. All right, Flutter, go eat some goodies.
And and put it. I had to quit working for them after I found out that they had illegally turned off. They had stuff running that was illegal.
Mm-hmm. The diff section of the diesel. Yeah.
And if I found that, I'm wondering what else they are doing illegal.
Yeah, and I'd put it, yeah, then put a little, after everything settles, then I'd tell the BBB because then the BBB can see where DOT got after them. Yeah. Yep. Honey, I'd put them, they'd be so far in a hole, they would have wished they never started.
Oh, got my necklace caught.
And if they don't pay you, then you don't even have to, then I wouldn't even put them on the next resume or anything like that because you wouldn't want them really on your resume, frankly.
Do truckers use resumes?
I don't know. But I would guess you have to have some kind of, he's got to indicate some kind of experience.
Side one is done.
They're claiming because I quit after a week, they're charging me for orientation. No way it cost them $1,000, such crooks. No,
Um,
no.
I would still go do it, and I'd say I had to quit because they were running an illegal operation.
Yep,
I could not, in good faith, stay with a company that was running things illegally.
right, exactly. Exactly. And you deserve your paycheck because you didn't do anything wrong. They did, and you couldn't work for them. Yep. Go mess with that pile of excrement. It'll stink a lot, but guess what? They'll pay for it.
When they have people showing up inspecting their trucks, and when their trucks are getting stopped at every stop along the roads
Mm-hmm.
to be inspected. Can you see that? Because DOT has that power.
Yep.
Start pulling all their trucks, find out how many of them are running illegal. They're going to wish they had paid you that paycheck.
Yep, they sure are. Oh no, problem is after tomorrow my phone will be disconnected. Oh no, honey.
And that makes it hard to find a job when you have
Yeah, well
nowhere.
then tomorrow you got to call DOT and tell them, look, I was supposed to have this money and I owe bills. I won't have a phone after tomorrow because they didn't pay me my last paycheck. You know, they'll be fined and then get A whole lot of stuff on them. DOT doesn't play around.
Trying to put these things back where
Yeah,
they go.
Kimberly, you kind of are
Actually,
getting screwed all the way around.
just put all the long ones in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to start this one at the same place.
It's 9:16. You got like 15 minutes.
Start
If you
this
want to
one like
have a
3 down.
ladies' room break in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definite necessity of things.
Yeah.
One, two, three,
Is your
four,
dad still going to
5.
come stay with you because he's breaking up with his girlfriend? Have him pay the bills. Sure, you helped him out at times.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Casanova.
Yeah, Casanova.
Well, I
Oh,
can't just call her dad a whore.
yeah, Socks is cute. When they put the picture, when he posts the picture, everybody's supposed to, on the lemur, the new lemur, black and white rough, everybody's supposed to put their recommendation for a name. He will take all those recommendations, show it to the ladies at his house. They'll pick out, I think he said 5 or 3. I don't remember what he said
I think the girls are
exactly.
going to pick names, and then he and Z will pick names and go from
Yeah,
there.
right. Well, you got to put it in the list when the picture comes, when he actually posts the picture. So
Yep.
that'll be probably in a short or something. Okay. Kimberly, if he's coming to the house to help you clear out some stuff, tell him your problem woe and see if he'll pay your phone bill. Yeah, he likes it, but it has to pass the muster of everybody else. Oh,
Yeah, the problem is Robbie likes a lot of the names.
yeah, a lot of the names would be real good. All right, Diana, hurry back. Nabisco for Oreos. That's cute.
Only one of the lemurs has been named after somebody, and that's because
Zelda, yeah,
she's
because she passed.
deceased
Yeah, she
and
passed away.
she donated a lot to Robbie.
Mhm.
Um, in her death, she basically made sure that Robbie had someone come pick up a bunch of stuff
Mhm.
that he could sell to make money.
Right before she passed away. I don't
In
think it was
addition,
what.
in addition to the money that she sent him for stuff.
Right. Mhm. Exactly.
And so after her passing, he went ahead and the next lemur that was born, that was a little girl, he
That he
named
knew he
after.
was going to keep. That he knew he was going to keep.
Yep, he named after her.
Yep.
He usually doesn't name them after people.
Right.
Give them their unique names. The only other exception I knew of was Cece DeVille, the chicken he had.
Yeah. The bird flu got that, didn't it?
I think so.
It was such a mess. Bird flu. There's always something, I swear.
Yeah, it took out a lot of his critters.
Yeah, Z's Duck Army.
I know last time I was there, we walked around looking to see if there was any indication of birds. Because that year, walking around and help him spotting birds for him to clean up, we weren't touching the birds. Scott was the only one touching the birds. Scott was wearing major
Gloves.
gloves and masks and everything, and then basically stripped off anything that touched the birds and threw it in the
Yep.
burn pile. So they limited how many people had exposure to these birds, but we went out
Mm-hmm.
with them and helped spot the birds. So, ta-da! Go ahead,
Rock and roll
stick yourself in the belly with that.
are so cute. My daughter has some of those. Right now, her chickens, it's too hot. They are not laying.
A friend of mine here in Georgia has chickens, and her chickens don't know when they're not supposed to lay. Her husband goes out and takes care of them and feeds them so well and takes care of them that they lay when
She's
they're not.
the.
You know how chickens molt
Mm-hmm.
and they usually stop laying or cut back on laying during molting season? Hers
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
Hmm.
She had her naked chickens out there laying eggs like crazy. She was giving me, first time I went to her house to help her with something, she said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, all the guests who stay in my house leave with a parting gift. It's called eggs."
Eggs. Yeah.
She sent me home with like 8 dozen eggs.
Mm-hmm.
This is when egg prices were through the roof.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are still aren't cheap now.
Topher ate fresh eggs for the first time.
Mm.
And
Aren't they so good? Mm.
he's like, Mimi, I thought eggs were eggs.
Nope.
And I said, and he goes, they're not.
Mm-mm.
Her eggs are better.
Yep. Yep. They really are.
And it's like, okay. And then she got ducks.
Oh, they're delicious. And geese eggs are even better. Mm.
And yeah, it
My daughter even put a mister out for the summertime that it, puts out every so often it mists. I think once every 30 minutes for like 2, 3 minutes, something like that. It mists to cool it down. They're still not laying. It's just too hot and too humid.
Hubby telling me I didn't give him enough money.
Uh-oh. Price
People don't
increase.
realize it's like we have 5 people in this house. Feeding us is not cheap.
No, and you got
Hi,
2 growing
CPR.
boys. You
Hi,
got 2
dear.
growing boys.
Yeah, it's we have, even though I call them their grandkids, we have 5 adults in this house,
Yeah.
and both of the grandkids eat more than I do.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be the front of the hat, the very front of it, and that will be stitched to this in the center.
And you'll see that edge. Yeah. On the side. No.
It'll
Yeah.
be stitched this way, and then it'll get
Yeah.
flipped.
Yeah.
No, it does not. I think it gets stitched. I have to go look. Hold on. No, it does not get stitched onto this.
No, it gets stitched onto another piece.
I just threw a piece on the floor. How about that?
No, you're not throwing it away. It's
This piece
920. Yeah, it's 927.
gets stitched onto here like this.
Yeah.
And then this piece goes on top of it.
Yeah. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
So, yeah, that's going to be cool. It is going to be very cool. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you do your countdown? Because it's 927.
Yep. Because we are going to be going for a break between mine and Lisa's channel. So I appreciate everybody coming in and watching. If you have not done so, please, if you're so inclined, give me the thumbs up. It helps my statistics on the algorithm, or algorithm if you listen to Robbie.
Hi, CPR.
One day in the future, I will actually get enough people in here, enough subscribers that I can monetize, and then I'll have more money to spend.
Yeah.
Once I'm monetized, when I start making money, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to spend the money on leather stuff. There's just that's what I'm doing with it. I'm going to spend it.
Night, Diana.
I actually might eventually buy some more equipment and stuff. I need to get my 3D laser printer my laser printer running, and then I might eventually buy a 3D printer. It was one of my things of laser printer or laser cutter versus 3D printer. And I was weighing the option, and I went with the laser cutter, and then haven't used it. But I need to.
You need to reorganize your basement, honey.
I need to do, and we're going to do that at the first of the year. We're going to do a little reorganization down here so that I can set the laser up to start working. And then I'll have some different things, because I would be able to go on stuff like this and laser cut into it, laser etch designs into it. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be real cool. So I can't wait to do that. But for tonight, we are going to get off and go have a potty break, grab a snack, grab some popcorn.
Yes, it's allergies, Lisa.
Whatever it is you want to do. And I am going to pop on over at 10 o'clock to Two Leaves in a Pod. Today is Thursday. This is normally when they do sales. It said something about spiritual something another on there. It says live Thursday chat and spiritual stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what's going to be. They come on Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually between 9:30 and 10. And most of us are there.
Thank you, Lisa.
Tomorrow is Friday. And on Fridays, you can catch a lot of us over at Get Swamped, where Robbie will go over things. So he will tell us if he has any new acquisitions,
Oh, we get to
potential
hear who
acquisitions.
we get to hear who Rufus is tomorrow.
Yeah. Um, if they have any construction stuff going on, working on the farm stuff going on, he'll go over that kind of stuff. Any updates? He will tell us about. He has the opportunity to get a. Oh well, he has it. Actually, he needs to pay the guy for the or pay back somebody for the black and white lemur that is yet to be named for $4,000. One person has donated $1,000 towards that, so we need to come up with another $3,000. We get to sponsor this animal at Get Swamped. We get to be part of that.
Yep.
Which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm weird like that and shit. And then he'll go over and he'll open his mail if he has any. If Mimi's mom, Kim, had the opportunity to go and pull some questions and give them to Robbie, he'll answer questions or he'll answer questions from the chat. Then he'll go into the other room and start doing his sales. Right now, it is primarily rocks, crystals, and gems galore. Everything from
Come on, Cookie.
$5 to $7 pieces up to $500 pieces. He has a wide variety and ranges in every color of the rainbow. And right now, John is downsizing part of his collection. So there's some absolute amazing pieces that come up in there.
And some great deals because John's not charging that as much for them.
No. We're getting wholesale prices from John instead of retail prices.
Yeah.
On some of the stuff out of John's
Well, Robbie even gives us pretty good prices too.
He does.
On his stuff, period. And then John's given even better because he's tried to dump some stuff.
And then on Wednesdays, if you're interested in handmade stuff, you can pop over to Elizabeth's Handmade Jewelry and see what she has to offer. She also does some resin pieces.
Blue.
And depending on scheduling and supplies, sometimes you will catch Stacy Northern Aurora Treasures online selling stuff, and our own Flutter Yo likes to go over and hang out with her, which is kind of cool. Flutter also posts additional videos on her channel a lot on fishing. So you might see her fishing on a pier, fishing in a kayak, or fishing in a little igloo tent on the ice, where she digs a hole in the ice and catches them little fish and calls them pot lickers. I don't
Which
understand
scares the crap out of me.
I think it's funny and love watching her videos.
Yep.
And
she got to get better quick.
One of the people we love watching doing unboxings. Flutter also posts unboxings on hers when she has stuff to unbox. And the other person we love watching unbox is Diana Wisely, aka Balls Lady, Miss Balls Lady. Excuse me. Yeah, I think Marsha might have sneezed.
No, I think my dog barked.
Oh, it sounded like a sneeze.
No, it was Cookie wanting in because she had to go potty. Come on, Blue baby. Blue. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yep, all about the balls. Diana posts all those videos about the balls. I will not be on tomorrow because I do not come on Fridays because it would be like this long. I could get on between 5:30. Usually I get on between 5:30 and 6:30. Robbie comes on at 7:30. So it's just not worth the time of me stressing out to get down here to get a stream going. Because by the time I get into my mojo, it's going to be time to log off. So, but I will be on Saturday, and Saturday we will do these 2 lines stitching. I might pin up the next piece, which would be pinning up this piece to get it. I can't pin up this piece because this piece has to be on this
This is
piece because
this
this gets
piece.
sewn.
Yeah.
This gets sewn together.
Yeah. Have to sew the one first. Yep.
Because trying to pin this onto this and try to manage sewing the whole thing together would be a nightmare.
Yep.
That would be a nightmare if I pinned it all together. This isn't like sewing a dress out of fabric. And even that, you sew the body of the dress before you pin the sleeves on.
Oh yeah.
So I cannot do this part because this is the very back that goes with this, and basically this will get rolled just like I did this seam. I'll fold this here onto itself, and I'll stitch these holes to these holes. So I'll fold it here, and it'll make a rolled edge to finish off that bottom edge of the hat, which makes it nice and neat. Makes it very nice and neat. And so that's what we'll be doing. And we will see you over. Diana's got 33 subs. Woot woot.
Yay, Diana.
I remember when I got excited about hitting double digits.
Mhm.
And I'm at one. I think I lost somebody. I'm at 130 now. I thought I was at 131 or 132. I guess I wasn't somebody's cup of tea.
You were at 131 last I knew. So you
Yep.
lost one.
So I lost somebody. I wasn't somebody's cup of tea, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll make it to the magical number of you may now get monetized. We'll see.
Right.
And if we don't, we don't. It is what it is, kind of thing. That I'm not stressing over it.
We can have fun anyway.
If you have people, you can get them to sub to me. That's great. But I won't do what I know some people do and start purchasing subs. I think it can be addictive to do that because you start doing a little bit and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And then the next thing you know, you have this crazy number of subs. And well, now it's showing me 132. I just refreshed and it said 132, which is weird. But anyway, if you wind up with 3,000 subscribers, but you never have more than 5 people in your chat, if that, you don't have comments on anything, there's a problem.
Yeah.
So Saturday I will probably go through and go ahead and do a long stream. So you can pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out, because I will probably stream a good number of hours on Saturday. I'll probably go Saturday morning to the secondhand store and see if I can find any more organization stuff to put in here. I have in my head what I need. So I'll go see what they have.
See if they got you anything that you can repurpose.
Yes, because I like repurposing stuff. I'm absolutely okay with repurposing the secondhand stuff. So until Saturday, I am going to bid you all farewell. I hope you start off to a wonderful weekend. Prayers to everybody who needs them, and even those that don't realize they do need them.
Prayers to all.
Stay
And
on the right side of the
keeping
dirt.
y'all in our. You get better quick, Flutter. And Diana, stay cool.
In more ways than one.
Yeah. And Kimberly Mills, you hang in there, but you go, girl.
Yep, we can find a way to come up with some kind of support. because you can actually use your phone if you, well, you have to walk places to do that in order to get
Yeah.
the internet.
Internet. Yeah.
Find a way to get in touch with me. Trying to think. If you use Discord, I can I'm gonna set us up a Discord channel. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set us up a Discord channel so we have a place to talk. And because you can use that as long as you have the internet. So I will talk to everybody later. See you on Two Leaves in a Pod. I'm gonna run upstairs and get me something. And
Find out what they're making for dinner real quick.
Yep. All righty.
All right, Kimberly, you stay safe.
I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.
Bye.